Today's DIY project was going to replace the temperature sensor on my Pentair pool pump. But after I got into it, it was a different outcome. Hey everybody, the temperature sensor on my Pentair pool pump stopped working. The app was not showing the temperature in the temperature field. So I went and bought a replacement temperature sensor and the lead that goes back to the control panel. And as you're going to see in just a minute, after I got into it, I realized, or I found, that behind the panel where the lead wires connect to the control panel, one of them was disconnected. I don't know how that happens. The pool is 10 years old, and maybe the vibration of the pump or the wire, I don't know, but the wire became disconnected, and that was the actual problem. I reconnected it. As you'll see, temperature sensor works fine. I'm going to return that part. But I am still going to post this video because I do show how to take the front panel off. I show where the temperature sensor and the lead wire goes, where it connects behind the panel, and just a quick showing of where it connects to the pipe, the actual sensor itself. So I hope this still provides value. It's good learning that things aren't always what they seem to be, and you find different things once you get into the project. Hopefully this helps you as you diagnose and then solve any issues you may be having with your temperature probe. Let me show you what happened. We've got our breakers off. Let's take this front panel off and see what we find. All right, I don't need access down there. I want access right here. But those screws were behind this panel, so I'm going to let it lean forward as I take these off. Okay, what do we have right here? Oh yes, look at that. That is pretty cool, actually. The backup battery that is never been changed. Oh, you know what? I don't know if you can see this. I hope you can. I can't see the screen. This wire right here, which I don't yet know what it is disconnected. The red is disconnected. I'm looking right down here. So this is good learning. On the board, the electronics board, it says sensors. And the first two screws are water. The second two screws are solar. The third set of two screws is air. So yes, the water sensor is disconnected. I'm going to connect that. So I'm going to loosen up that terminal screw. Reinsert that red wire that's come out. That's interesting how it came out. I don't know. Nothing's pulling on it. Maybe it's vibration. That's interesting to me how that would have come out, have been disconnected. Okay, I'm just checking it. Yeah, that's good. Check the other ones too while I'm here. The white one's a little loose. All right, I'm going to set this back up here. I won't screw it back in yet. Just want to be safe. I'm going to turn the power back on and have to check my phone to see if that fixed it. Let's see. I just checked my app and the temperature sensor is working. So it in fact was just that loose wire, which I find so odd and interesting at the same time. I don't want to waste the video, so I'm going to show you real quickly how I would have changed it. Again, with a little better view with the phone up closer. So you can see the whole, you can see where I took off the screws earlier. Took off the screws for this, and this front panel just folds down. And that's what it looks like if you haven't looked back there. This was where it was loose, right there. You can see the writing underneath where it says sensors, and then water, solar, and air. So this one was loose right here. And I screwed that back in. And I checked these as well. Here's your other controls. I think that's for the remote for the app. But that's the back of the board. Real straightforward. I would have just fished it from the pump first back up this way. You can see where the wire runs across the bottom, at least on mine. And it's just zip tied going right up the side right there and in through the bottom hole. And then I would have fished the wire up through there, on up, and I would have reconnected the new wire right there just as I reconnected the current wire. Let me show you down here. Sorry again, this is not turning out like I thought, but replacing the sensor is pretty easy too. You just loosen up the pipe clamp right there. That takes this band off. You put the new sensor in and put the pipe clamp, the pipe strap right back on. It's that easy. Then I would have just run the wire, as I mentioned, in the same path back up to there. Now I'll put everything back like it was, which is really simple. Let's make sure the wires aren't crimped anywhere. Good, good, good. Power back on again. Tools. That's it. Well, that didn't turn out like I thought it would when I started this a few minutes ago, but all is well. My temperature sensor is working. Hopefully it helps you a bit see what's going on back there if it's something that you want to try to either replace or at least check. I'm not sure why the wire came loose, but we're good. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you hanging out with me for a few minutes. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.